Hey guys, welcome back to Double D's RCs. I'm Don. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Today I'm going to show you what I did to a Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive short course truck. I turned it into a drag slash, and I'm just going to show you what I did and what it takes to convert one over. There's many different ways to do it. I chose this way, and come take a look. Alright, so where to start? There was a little bit of a learning curve here. Let's see. So essentially it was a short course low center gravity chassis. What I did was I used the front camber arms from a Bandit, the front A-arms from a Bandit. I kept the slash stub axles and the slash caster blocks and the slash bearing carriers or wheel bearing hubs, whatever you want to call them. But the arms I used the Bandit. The bulkhead was a stock slash bulkhead. The bell cranks, I used the aluminum bell cranks that are made for the slash. And then the toe arms were just from a slash, but I did have to bring them in significantly when I put the smaller or the shorter A-arms on from the Bandit. I didn't use the front tie bar, this fiberglass bar that goes across, just because I didn't have one. So I just put the pins in there, and I had two little spacers I put in there to keep the pins from having too much slop. And then this is a front bumper for a two-wheel drive Stampede, I think is what it is. The front shock tower is a stock two-wheel drive slash shock tower. I did take off the actual risers that go to the body mounts, just because for what I'm running, the body that I'm running, this sat better when I took those pieces off. So these guys were on there originally, and I took those off, and I just ran some bolts up through the bottom, and I'm going to use the RPM caps to screw down. On the back half, I used Bandit drive shafts for now, Bandit A-arms on the bottom, and then the Bandit camber links in the back, or turnbuckles. This is a stock slash body mount, or shock tower I mean, and then the body mounts for the slash is stock. I dropped them down to the almost lowest setting for my particular body, but these are adjustable up and down a little bit. This works the best for the body I'm running right now currently. On the back half, I have a wheelie bar. I bought it used from a guy on eBay, who I've bought quite a few things from. This is who it is. Cash for RC. If you search for him or his company, I don't know who it is. It might be owned by a lady, I don't even know. But there seem to be good people over there. They have good deals on stuff, so I've bought a few things from them over the years. But I bought this wheelie bar, and it had a slight, it was slightly damaged. He sold it that way, so I knew it was damaged, but I just straightened it out, and he sold it for a really cheap price, so that was fine by me. I'm not doing this competition stuff. I don't know of anybody else around my area who's doing it, so this is more for just fun. so a little bit of a bend doesn't bother me. I'm not running I don't know what I'm running yet because I haven't went out and run it, but I'm not going to be breaking any records or speed records or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But it should keep the front end down and help with some speed. Power plant is a 3300 kV motor back there, and I think this is a 60 amp ESC, and then a stock Traxxas receiver, and then just it's got pretty small wires, so it's not going to be handling or putting out the most amount of power, but I should be able to get some sort of speed out of it. I did install a Skyrc performance analyzer, which runs on satellites, and then it connects Bluetooth to your phone and gives you like a 100 I think they want to run 132 foot for RC drags, so it'll tell you how fast you're doing in the RC quarter mile. I did make some mounting plates out of Kydex is what it's called. They usually use it for gun holsters. I had some sheets of it laying around. They come in big sheets like this. So I just cut out some pieces and then screwed that down to where the original stuff would go. I didn't put this receiver into a waterproof box because this thing will never see water ever. So I just attached it up here, made a little plate, and then used double-sided tape on there. I am running stock Traxxas transmission, open diff right now. I didn't lock it or anything, and this particular, the stock ones you don't really put fluid in, so I can't really change the fluid in there. It's just like a grease more than anything because it's supposed to be open. So we'll see how that goes. I may have to change that setup depending on how far I get into this. I have a feeling this is going to sit on the shelf more than it's run. I'll have fun with it, drive it, cruise it, race a couple of buddies or whatnot, but I really don't see myself getting into real heavily. I prefer to jump and run in the dirt and bash a lot, but I always wanted to build a drag car, so here we are. Tires, I'm running Hoosiers on the back and the front. The rims are, I think the Hoosiers might be made by Proline, and then the rims are Proline also. So it's just a good starter setup. I did run it on regular tires just down the street to see what this combination would hit as far as just a rough gauge on speed, and I did hit it. It hit about 40 miles an hour, but that was on some shitty tires on these things right here that are just made for dirt, and it wasn't set up or anything. I basically just wanted to see if the steering would work and the motor and the ESC were functioning properly, and everything was. So now that I have I think everything done now, I'm going to throw a battery in there and see what it's going to do with this particular setup, and we'll see how fast we can get her to go. Alright, so here she is in all of her beauty there. She's definitely a beater, I bought the body used also just because I liked it and it was cheap because it's all beat to hell, but whatever. I like it. It's sitting really low right now, which is fine, but I think the rear tires are going to rub the body, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments. I might put like a bump stock on the shock maybe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I like it overall. I think it looks pretty fucking sweet. As far as gearing, I forgot to tell you that also. I do have a slipper clutch in there still, and also I'm running a 29 tooth pinion and a 76 tooth spur. So like I said, I'm new to the drag scene, so I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, and this thing could be all out of whack for somebody who's done it a lot. but this is my first build as far as drags go, and I'm really just having fun with it. It was a blast to make, and if it does any kind of speed, then I'm fucking happy as hell, man. Even if it doesn't, I really don't care, but it's going to be fun no matter what. I love muscle cars in real life, and this is just cool seeing a little bitty one cruising around, man. So hope you enjoy, and this video was very fun to make, and I'm going to go run it next, and I'll tag that on the back of this video, and we'll see some numbers. Alright, so that was fun. I got some pretty fair times for what I have built here. Yeah, man, it was fun as hell. I love it. I think I'm addicted now. I did a couple of things here. Oops, sorry about that. This thing definitely was on the roof quite a bit. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is a few different things. For one, it blew out a bearing pretty damn quick, which I thought was a little odd. I mean, I crashed quite a bit, but whatever. It was fun as hell, man. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously replace that bearing. After the first run, I did have to drop the wheelie bar down because it was just standing up on the front wheel or on the rear wheels and not getting good grip. The motor definitely was, I guess, cogging out because of the high gearing in there, so I couldn't get a real good launch. If the tires were, I was trying to prep them a little bit by cleaning them and doing little burnouts and stuff. When I had like really good traction, then the motor would cog out and kind of, be jittery, like tuk 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 tuk, like kind of like fucking wanting to go but not. But then when I would have looser traction or slippery and not clean the tires, it would want to spin out and hook right. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. I don't know what to do. Probably just change gearing, see what happens. I'm gonna also take the diff apart and put, I don't think I'm gonna lock it, but I'm gonna put some really thick grease in there and just see what that changes. And then that's about it, and then we'll run it again. So once again, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. A little side note here is I'm trying to do this cheap, this build I'm trying to keep cheap, and I know that this motor, I think the reason it's cogging out is because it's a brushless, non-censored motor. It's kind of freaking out trying to figure out how to work with a high gear in there. I'm not building this thing, you could buy, I guess, a Drag Slash for, $500-600 and have it ready to roll with the, nice trans and all that shit. But I'm just trying to keep this a low budget build and have fun and tweak the things that I can tweak without dumping a ton of money into it. If it goes further than this, then yeah, I'm gonna rethink things and get a different motor, blah blah blah. But I really don't want to piss away a whole shitload of money and then just not be using it all the time. So yeah, I'm sure all the dudes that are doing this correct way and making money at it and going to actual race meets and shit definitely would be using a completely different setup than what I have here. But basically, I'm having fun, low money, just showing that you can do it too, man. If you have a Slash or spare parts, or just an old two-wheel drive that you don't use that much, you can just change it up and have some fun too, man. So keep wrenching on these things, make something, have fun with it, and enjoy. It's really fun stuff. Thank you.